situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country, but not on my watch. No street, no turf, no block shall belong to these cockroaches, right? It's no longer business as usual. Happy hour is over. If they don't fear God, at least they will fear Terminix.
Have you considered how your methods could impact on pests across the country?
I find we look after the rights of pests as opposed to the rights of the 1.3 million law-abiding citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder if Roach Ladden's son come here for the carnival if you'll interview me.
But how can you defend one shot, one kill?
What? You want me to throw a pillow at him?
I didn't say that.
No, well, if a roach jumps in front of you now, what will you do?
Run.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Father.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminix at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminix.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests.
What is television? It seems like a simple question, but television means different things to different people. We in the Caribbean are very unique people. That's why we need unique television. Welcome to M&E TV, where we showcase our lives in the Caribbean. M&E TV is about us, the special way we talk, the way we walk, dance, move. M&E TV is about me. It's about you. M&E TV is about our amazing Caribbean experience.
It's here at a newsstand near you. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win $1,000 instantly when you purchase the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. It's quick and easy for your chance to win. A unique number will be printed at the back of each Guardian newspaper daily. Purchase your Guardian newspaper, then join JW for the daily Guardian Lucky Number Draw, the winning number on just before the nightly news on CNC3. If the number drawn matches the unique number at the back of your Guardian newspaper, then $1,000 is yours. Just bring the winning Guardian newspaper and a picture ID to Guardian Media Limited. You have until 3 p.m. the following workday to claim your prize. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win. NLCB approved.
Are you at home, feeling isolated? Don't worry, we will bring the world to you. The nation's first and leading newspaper, the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian, is extending a special home delivery for 30 days for just $99. Yes, for just $99, you can get the TNT Guardian newspaper, the fastest growing and most read newspaper, most credible and highest reader value, and voted tops for best publication by more readers than any other newspaper, delivered to your home. It's easy to subscribe to our home delivery. Simply call us now at 225-4465, extension 4274, and speak to one of our customer service representatives, and we will bring the world to you.
We are the fourth estate. We educate, we inform, and we hold those in authority, politicians, business leaders, and others, to account.
Connecting the public to the truth drives our purpose here at CNC3. When we stand behind a desk every single night, a lot of people don't know that we're a huge part of the news process. We eat, breathe, and sleep news, and that reflects in everything that we do as a news team.
Every day we tell the stories of people's journey through life. Stories of their success, stories of their sadness, stories of their grief, stories of their glory. We're the mirror in which society looks at itself.
When a storm is coming, everyone always thinks worst case scenario, and sometimes it may just be a brief shower or two. It's not always going to be a green veil level event. So it's important to have the most credible and accurate information coming from a verified source.
Welcome, you're watching the 7 o'clock news on CNC3.
Volleyball filmmakers, producers, content creators, influencers, and recording artists. If you're looking to rent a versatile studio space with green screen, video wall, cyclorama, and more, look no further. GM Labs is here to make your dreams a reality. Located in the heart of Port of Spain on St. Vincent Street, GM Labs is your one-stop shop for all your creative needs with over 2,800 square feet to work with. Take your creative concept to the final product at GM Labs. Give us a call or WhatsApp or message us on our Instagram and Facebook pages at GM Labs TT.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Help us tell your stories.
We all see the negatives happening here in Trinidad and Tobago
Let us begin the conversation
with inspiring content.
targeting change.
Inspire TT.
Be
Be
the
the change.
The Digital Guardian launches this all-new upgraded Digital Guardian app. This all-new upgraded Digital Guardian app gives you live news on the go. Now get real-time news faster with notifications free of charge to keep you informed on breaking stories. Customize your news feed with only articles you are interested in for easier, comfortable reading and with same convenient access to the digital paper. Visit the iOS App Store and Google Play Store to download or update the Digital Guardian app, the most credible news in TNT. Already have an account? Simply tap on the resource subscription button in settings to sign in. It's a free update.
Make sure you have yourself a great invest week by viewing The Bourse Report every Monday morning at 6:15 a.m. during CNC3's The Morning Brew. You'll get sound financial advice, whether you're a new or experienced investor, when you view The Bourse Report. CNC3, covering your world.
Get the nation's leading newspaper on the go by downloading the Digital Guardian app on your iOS or Android devices now and enjoy our special introductory subscription offer now on. The nation's first and best digital paper in an easy-to-read digital format. The Digital Guardian, Trinidad and Tobago's fastest growing, most subscribed and most read digital paper. Stay on top with the market leader and don't miss a beat in today's fast-paced world. Go to Apple Store or Google Play and download now.
There's a taste in the air everywhere. Feel the vibe cause it's something to share. Smooth, rich and creamy, you'll find it right here. Makes you smile, relax a while, it's fun and good cheer. Ooh, enjoy every scoop. Ooh, every taste will get you hooked. We have flavors that you love, a combination special. Come along, enjoy our treats. This is Uncle Pete's.
We're back live at the Arima Velodrome, a very hydrated looking Arima Velodrome. It's been a week of inclement weather, but it's given way to a brilliant Saturday evening here. This is the Ascension tournament at the Arima Velodrome. First match today is between Deportivo PF and Moruga FC. It's a deep south derby. Second time these teams have met this season. We're expecting a very exciting match. Both teams have improved. As we look at the pitch once again, you can see it's much greener than the teams would have met earlier this season. We're expecting a game of fast-flowing football from both sides. Deportivo PF would have triumphed the first time these teams played. They beat Moruga 2-1 in their previous match. That was on May 21st. Moruga FC has continued to improve since then. They got their first point 2 weeks ago against Konupia FC. It was a 0-0 draw. Now let's look at the highlights from last evening's matches at the Phase 2 Hospital grounds. One of those matches was postponed. The first match between Konupia and CSW. Second match between the host team Rangers and AC POS came off. Josiah Edwards opening the scoring in the third minute. Good strike there. Second, of course, was shortage of excitement as he put that into the back of the net. Yeah, and there we see the celebrations as well from that goal. The league leaders Second will come in the 13th minute.
Would be kept alive by
Just give us a moment for this to come up, and it's a good cross back into the box. Well saved there.
And Edwards again.
We see a clearance, and
this time Corbin
shot again, saved by the keeper, but goal in the 13th minute. That was from Atula Guerra.
He's a league leading goal scorer for a reason.
He's had a couple this season.
Goal number 11 for him.
The midfielder, the experienced Trinidad and Tobago midfielder. ACPOS will not be held for too long. They were positive in some splits, causing some trouble there in certain spots, but the Locator Rangers keeper was well on his job. It's Tula Guerra again looking for that opportunity to find that far post, not finding it. It was a bit of one-way traffic for the Rangers. ACPOS keeper, of course, under the cosh for several minutes of this game. That ball almost chipped in on that occasion, and then Dwayne Muckett finding the goal for ACPOS in the 43rd minute. Dwayne Muckett, a late addition to this team, slipping just before, but that delivery was good enough to find the top corner due to deflection. Muckett again was looking for goals and trying to get ACPOS level. ACPOS striving for that equalizing goal, but unable to find it. In the 62nd minute though, Jamal Crichton would score first of his 2 goals. Just put the match a little out of reach for ACPOS. This was another good strike, picked up and then poked in by Crichton. This was his 2nd goal of this match in the 83rd minute. Made it 4-1 at that point. Then very close to the end, Nicole Stevens getting his 2nd goal in as many matches for ACPOS. A very decent header at the far post. Very easy for him to make it 4-2 at the Phase 2 Locator ground. But today's match between Deportivo PF and Moruga FC promises to be another very exciting occasion. With me I have, back for the first time, Ian Wason returns to the booth with me. Ian, how do you feel about today's match between Moruga and Depo?
Well, it's a very interesting game for Deportivo. Deportivo have a chance to go 3rd if they beat Moruga. They will at least, even if at least temporarily, overtake Defense Force, who have a game later, 2 hours after. But they have a chance to go 3rd for the first time this season. And of course, they want to take that with both hands or both feet.
Yeah, and we heard from the players from both sides about their expectations about this match in the pre-match interviews.
Well, I think every game the target is the same, to try to get 3 points. And I think that we won't underestimate any team. We take every game as a final. So I think that's the intentions going into today.
But of course, Deportivo didn't really suffer too much during the international games where you would have lost at least 3 players on international duty. Tell me, what is the key of achieving that despite losing 3 of the better players?
Well, I think that our team on the whole is a strong team. I think that even though we had lost 3 key players, I think that we still found a way to win games and win them in a likable manner, in a good manner. And I think that today, with a full complement more or less, I think that we would be a force to reckon with.
And of course, with Defense Force, Police and Rangers ahead of you on the table, about 10 points must be separating Deportivo and the Rangers at the top. What do you see for the rest of the season?
Well, I think that initially our aim was to attain the first prize, but I think that in a realistic view, I think right now that the top 3 is a good finish for us. In our camp, that's a good finish for us. So I think that's what we're pushing hard for right now as we are in 4th.
All right, thank you so much and all the best.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Not the season that Moruga were hoping for when they came in, but what are some of the takeaways that you will take so far with this season?
To be quite honest, we see this as a experience, right? One where young persons would be able to showcase their talent from Moruga is a rural community, you know. The exposure here so far is not the best that what we would have anticipated, but yeah, we here growing and looking to upset those that are clearly looking to upset, basically.
Now tell me about but of course it's Moruga, it's a community, a close-knit community. Tell me about that, the closeness of the team, the community-based team.
Okay, so basically the team has been growing from strength to strength. I wasn't here in the initial stages of the competition, but based on my experience with the team thus far, the team is coming to come, you know. They are, as in life, there are always hurdles and obstacles, and we are overcoming those little slight obstacles, you know, and I just said, yeah.
I noticed Moruga warm-up kit is the Brazil kit.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
No, well, I mean, Brazil is a favorite for majority of footballers, you know, in Trinidad, and Moruga is not different. I mean, the Brazilian style of football is similar to our soca warriors, you know. They see it as the samba versus the soca, you know, that kind of way. So I feel as though everybody, you know, integrated with that where that is concerned.
All the best and thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
So there we hear the ambitions of both teams as we look at the standings. Terminix Locator Rangers are on top, as they have been perpetually almost for this season, on 38 points. Police FC are on 30. Defence Force are on 28. They play later this evening. Depot PF, the team in focus in this first match, are 4th on 27. ACPOS on 15. Canupia FC on 15 as well. CSW on 13. Real West Fort are on 11 and 8th. Central FC are have 9 points and 9. And Moruga FC have a solitary point there at the bottom of the table.
And Deportivo can actually go second by according to how many goals they win by this evening.
Yeah, and when we look at the Deportivo PF team, they are playing a 4-3-3 this evening. Marvin Phillip is in goal. Justin Cornwall is left back. Rondell Phillip is centre back alongside Ronald Paul. Isaiah Garcia plays on the right. Andre Pacheco and Isaiah Hudson play in the centre. Nathaniel Garcia has been promoted to a more advanced role in this match. Akeem Redhead, Ezekiel Keza and Jordan Riley make up the 3 forwards. Moruga FC plays a 4-5-1 in this match. They have a new keeper in Ailes Goodman. Tyrone LaFortune plays at left back. Akel Phillip and Rodney Young, the captain, are at centre back. Shondell Young is at right back. Tyrese Reefer, Tagana Sparks, Carl Spencer, Ronaldo Edwards and Jabari Greer make up the 5-man midfield. Kevin Turner, big man, is at front of this attack. He is the number 9 and the target man this evening.
Well, he started the season in goal actually. He started the season on the other end on the field. And I remember the coaches and the staff, they were always saying that he wasn't really supposed to be the keeper to begin with. And he's actually a striker, so I'm glad to see him playing in the position that he was supposed to be playing. And let's see if that could work out good for him.
Referee Cecile Hines has a big smile on her face. She will have the whistle in this match. Odile Brewster is AR1, Miguel Joseph is AR2, and Keelan Backus is the 4th official. Cindy Mohammed is the referee's assessor for this match. As we look at them just taking the toss with both captains, that is in your picture Marvin Phillip and Rodney Young, the centre-back for Moruga FC. Both men charged with leading their side at different positions. They'll be hoping for a very positive result in this match.
And of course, Marvin Phillip, the national goalkeeper, back from international duty in the CONCACAF Nations League, where this country picked up 3 wins out of 4. And of course, the loss being against, please remind me, but that loss was against Nicaragua, I believe. And of course, that spurred on Angus Eve's men to 3 straight matches where they got wins. So let's hope that the next 2 games they play in later in the year, they can get the wins and ultimately qualify for next year's Gold Cup and the qualification to the League A of the Nations League.
Certainly several leaders in this Depot PF team, and Marvin Phillip chief among them. They will have a good opportunity against this Moruga team. As we spoke before, they won their earlier match and they are hoping really to duplicate that result in the second round of the Ascension tournament.
Eager to see how Moruga come alive in this game. Of course, Rian King Allen, one of the players who have been having a good season on one side, then Atiba Charles, who has also been having a good season, but they will both start on the bench, and I'm sure that they will feature sometime in the game.
Speaking of benches, Moruga has a full complement as this match kicks off. Depo PF team seems to be social distancing on their own technical area. As this ball goes for a goal kick, it will be Moruga FC's ball.
And of course, right away the rhythm section is on. And of course, the crowd will be building up as we go along in this game. And of course, it will culminate in the second game where Defence Force play Real West Fort.
Yeah, two very keen contests this evening.
Both teams have a team from the top half playing a team in the bottom half. Of course, Deportivo looking to go second at the table. If they get the required number of goals to put them past Police. They started this game with a goal difference of 16. And of course, if they get the win and they score a 3-0 win or a 3-goal win, they can overtake Police and go second on the table. And of course, Defence Force and Police yet to play this game week. So a lot could happen between today and tomorrow.
Yeah, the top four don't want to make any mistakes, especially against the lesser fancy teams that have shown themselves to have a little bit more in the tank in the second half of the season. So we look at Jordan Riley there, one of the three forwards for Deportivo PF. This is a Moruga throw. It's covered by Garcia. This is Nathaniel Garcia looking for an option. It's good pressure from Moruga early on, unable to make it pay. They continue to press Deportivo PF, team that plays with a very relaxed rhythm, has to be said. They don't seem to get flustered much in this Ascension tournament, despite the quality of teams and the quality of opposition that they've had to play so far.
And they themselves will fancy themselves as one of the top teams. In fact, they can go second, as I've mentioned. And of course, they have the current national goalkeeper in their lineup. And of course, they lost 3 players to international duty. And they have the famous Nathaniel brothers, part of the Garcia family, the siblings.
Yeah, certainly a lot of talent in the Garcia family as this ball comes across and it's claimed by Goodman. His first run out in goal for this Moruga team, who play in a fluorescent and black kit today. Both of their colors are, unmistakable. They play in an orange kit as well. Today they choose the green. Here's Pacheco looking for Garcia. Isaiah Garcia on that side. It's good defense from Moruga though to just repel that attack. It's only cleared as far as Pacheco, who tries to cross this one into the box to Jordan Riley, seeking him out there. Less than convincing, but eventually it's collected by Goodman for Moruga. Crisis averted.
Of course, and it doesn't matter how it looked. It's just the result that they wanted, and they just wanted to avoid going behind so early in this game. Not even 5 minutes in.
Yeah, Moruga with 1 clean sheet this tournament, and it was in that 0-0 draw against Canupia on June 18th, which accounts for their only point in this tournament so far.
Canupia have had a decent start, but of course, as the season went along, so did their form.
Yeah, and they would have celebrated that 0-0, that draw against Police last week with a very
defense force.
Sorry, defense force. Yes, they were very excited about that result.
Defense force themselves dropping 7 points in the last 3 games. They would want to kickstart their campaign this evening. This is an attack looking for. This was a good attack, a good eye-opener for Moruga, putting PF under a bit of pressure, but crisis averted comfortably. The ball was aimed to Edwards and Turner. No Jeremiah today, Curville Jeremiah, the big number 9. Ball looking to go forward. No problem for the goalkeeper, Miles Goodman, who would have been in an addition to the team as the season went along. Didn't start the season. Of course, Curville Turner started in goal. Now he's wearing the number 9 for Moruga. Referee sees an infringement. The free kick will go Moruga's way.
It's upfield from Goodman.
Played a nice 1-2 with the referee. Turner looking to turn. No pun intended. But he's showing a bit of his skill.
Yeah, and for a big man, he has shown some good feet in this tournament so far. Hasn't achieved the heights that he wanted to, but certainly very promising for Moruga. Shondell Young all the way back to his captain, Rodney Young. Stigano Sparks trying to escape the attention of Andre Pacheco. It's a good 1-2 with Shondell Young. Sparks goes all the way back. It's cleared up field. It's headed on there by Young again. Moruga showing good patience here to escape this press from Deportivo PF. Eventually come out with it. This is Nathaniel Garcia playing it forward. Akeem Redhead just spreads it, but a little too wide. It runs out of space on the pitch. It will be a Moruga through on the far side. It's taken very quickly. This is Sparks. Moruga going toe for toe with Depot so far. But as we've seen, the latter stages of the game will determine how this performance ends up for them. Fitness has been one of their main issues. They started to train just about 2 weeks before the tournament, and they've been playing catch-up ever since. But it has to be said that they've been consistently improving since then.
Yes, of course. They started a bit slow off the blocks, and of course what was also going against them, they were not able to maintain an 11. There were several players coming in and coming out of the team for different reasons, injuries and other reasons, so they were not able to piece together a consistent 11 over a period of time, and that would have affected their play. Sometimes we see Curville Jeremiah. Today he's not here, and of course we mentioned already Turner started in goal. Now he's playing the number 9, so they have had their issues in terms of personnel, but once they get it together, you can sense they can put together some good matches.
And even today we have a couple changes. Of course, we're seeing first-time keeper, as Jordan Riley fails to control this and eventually gets it back off of his man. It's Shondell Young, spreads it to Isaiah Garcia, who's looking for a cross. He's been very effective from these wide areas, always full of running. Almost got the return pass there from Ezekiel Keza, who is playing at center forward in this three-man attack for Depot PF. More from both of those players, I'm sure, will come as this ball just holds up against a westerly blowing breeze. It's eventually claimed by the Deportivo PF midfield. This is Pacheco to Garcia. Garcia decides to go the other direction. He's looking for Riley. Does Riley have the legs to get it? Doesn't. So it'll be another Moruga goal kick.
As you can see, because of the rain that we would have had during the season, during the week, the past week, and even earlier today, the ground is a bit soft. So it will take some doing. A shot is coming in. The goalkeeper would handle it second time. But he did the necessary in keeping the clean sheet. Ball cut away by Garcia. Garcia looking to find his man up front, but
Swipe by Rodney Young there, just allowing it to roll straight to his keeper. This is back in from Garcia. Keza wants to chase that one down, but it rolls all the way to Goodman. Goodman leaves it for Young. Young goes all the way over to the other side. This is Akel Phillip. It's good hold up play here in the middle for them. This is Carl Spencer with Tigana Sparks.
Ghana Sparks just keeping his composure. He's playing with a very cool head.
Yeah, he will not want to be too cool. We've seen what little mistakes can do for this Moruga team. They have to maintain their concentration and maintain their tightness really in these areas. The more that they continue to press this Deportivo team and really show some control in these areas, it's the better it may turn out for them.
This is something looking good here for Deportivo. Partial clearance, still in danger, but the referee spotted an infringement and awards a free kick to Moruga. Moruga yet to get off a shot to test Marvin Phillip yet. Of course, they're missing something in the middle. Maybe the energy from Tiber Charles and Ryan King Allen.
As we spoke about changes, King Allen isn't on the list today. Isn't in the starting lineup. Maybe a tactical decision to introduce him later on and put some more energy in this Moruga attack. Certainly one of their better players in this tournament so far. As Nathaniel Garcia gets us restarted, he switches it all the way to Riley. Riley again unable to just control this ball. It goes for another Moruga goal kick. Maybe the slight drizzle just before kickoff, just letting that ball skate off the surface, which, like the players, has improved throughout this Ascension tournament. It's Phillip. It's all the way back to Goodman. Goodman to Young. Young to Shondell Young. It's Pacheco's ball. He would pass it to Nathaniel Garcia. Garcia just losing out on that occasion. Tyrese Reefer sends it upfield. This is Kirval Turner finding the outlet. He's looking for the return pass. Gets it. He's fighting with Isaiah Garcia. As well to just give it to Rondell Phillip. Gets a throw for Deportivo PF, which should release some pressure on them.
Yes, of course, and for a moment thought something was building up for Moruga, but of course Garcia was too much for Turner.
Garcia can be a handful. It's a very small player, but very strong, very quick, very focused on his goals. We heard it from him a couple of weeks ago saying that nobody can outwork him. And certainly he's proven that in several of these matchups that he's had to handle this season. Come Depot just slipping Jordan Riley here on the right side. Again, unable to find the right pass for their outlet player. Riley seems to be a bit disappointed by the service he's been able to get so far in this first half. It's only 16 minutes.
It's a Deportivo's coach looking on. Deportivo not with a very deep bench today. Don't have all their options. Infringement. Pacheco going to ground.
But among those options for Depot PF,
that's a yellow card.
First of the match, that has to be said. Akinola Gregory is on the bench. Houghton Hector is also on the bench for Depot PF, and those are two players that we can count on for good performances, or have been able to count on.
Yes, of course. The name Houghton Hector is a well-known name in these circles. Former W Connection player, former Trinidad and Tobago national player.
Two players behind this free kick are also well known. This is Nathaniel Garcia and Andre Pacheco. Both can really hit it. Both will fancy themselves to test Goodman. From this free kick, it's a packed wall for Moruga. Riley just stands on the end. It's going to be Garcia. Bit too much air on that, and it goes for another Moruga goal kick. Garcia just checking the turf where he would have put that free kick in. First for Deportivo PF in this match. From that kind of range.
First touch wasn't good. He allowed Nathaniel to Kesa, the ball coming across.
Yeah, and Jordan Riley finally getting a ball to feet on that occasion and unable to find his two players on the far post in Akim Redhead and Kesa. We see the assistant coach for this Moruga team passing on some instructions.
He's taken over since the regular coach not available today, Dernell Maskell.
No stranger to the role, but here comes Deportivo PF. Winning the ball high again, this is Garcia to Riley. It's a good turn there from Redhead. It's to Isaiah Garcia.
Just managing to keep possession of the ball.
It's Keza. That was Isaiah Hudson in a higher position. The shot from Pacheco is just deflected into the path of one of his players. Pacheco gets it back in. This is good defense from Moruga to repel this attack once again. This is Nathaniel Garcia slipping in Isaiah Hudson. Another good piece of defending from the number 16 for Moruga. That is Darren Moore.
I think Moruga is certainly missing Ryan King Allen. That energy and skill in the midfield. Turner is really begging for service, as we see the goalkeeper Miles Goodman with a good catch. Maybe he can send a Turner on his way, but goes back with Nathaniel Garcia.
Keza just dropping low to take a touch in that ball. Garcia switches it over to Isaiah Garcia. This is Akeem Redhead to Isaiah Garcia. Another good piece of defending there from the Moruga right back, Shondell Young.
Wasn't a bad ball. Wasn't a bad ball from Redhead. Nice return ball.
Shondell Young there just ensuring that it didn't come to anything for Depot PF. Upfield from Rodney Young. It's back here with Carl Spencer. Back with Depot PF. This is Keza. Moruga on the counter attack now. Charging upfield with a couple options left and right. It's an excellent tackle there from Nathaniel Garcia to put a halt to that passage of play for Moruga. Looked to be positive for them. Keza just being robbed, and Goodman will settle it down for this Moruga team.
Ghana Sparks
is brought back to his feet.
He was taken down with a superb tackle from Nathaniel Garcia. 22 minutes gone. Moruga 0, Deportivo PF 0. Deportivo looking to go possibly second on the table, but Moruga looking for their second point of the tournament. It would be nice if they can get 3. So far, they are 22 minutes level.
It would be a welcome surprise for Moruga to take 3 points against such fancied opposition. Pacheco puts on the style to get past that passage of pressure. This is Jordan Riley. Collects it. And has the beating of the keeper, and it's a goal for Deportivo PF. 23rd minute. It's 1-0.
No, I don't know which is better, the finish or the pass. That was a brilliant pass. A brilliant pass. More like a David Beckham pass.
Riley did have some work to do when he received it though, and comes up trump. It seems as he had to change his position. He switched over to the left wing after some earlier struggles, getting that ball under control on the right side, and finally gets the icebreaker in this match. It's 1-0 to Deportivo PF in the Deep South Derby.
Brilliant ball, brilliantly weighted. Just got a faint touch off of Akil Phillip. But Jordan Riley did what he was supposed to do, finish.
Yeah, Phillip with 2 less than convincing tackles in that sequence. He will want to look away when that replay comes up when he gets home this evening. No matter, it's Deportivo PF in the ascendancy in the Ascension tournament. First match at the Arima Velodrome. Of course, we have Defence Force versus Real West Fort in the second match. still a ways off. Just in the 25th minute of this match. Moruga FC looking to recover from this early setback. Nathaniel Garcia spreads it to Isaiah Garcia. Garcia showing good vision there. It's freedom here for Akeem Redhead. He will cut inside and possibly looking for a shot. It's unconvincingly cleared again from Moruga FC as Isaiah Garcia bombing up the right side. This cross goes to a Moruga player, but it's spliced into Riley's path. Fortunate there.
One thing I like about Deportivo is they're not playing greedy football. Hudson had a chance to hit a shot earlier, but he decided to pass it to Garcia, who was making the run. So they are making the extra passes. And it is something good. And this is Jordan looking to find Hudson, but he was made to stretch there. But Deportivo still trying to get them
Shot
something
from
to
Riley
think
is
about.
straight to Goodman. Moruga really need to get that ball away from their danger area. This is a good opportunity. Tigana Sparks is looking for the runner. It's going a bit too early there. Tyrese Reefer.
Turner was offside.
We see a very vibrant discussion between these two players here. Tigana Sparks and Carl Spencer, who are at the center of this Moruga midfield. They want to get their wires, want to uncross their wires as this match goes on. They have a deficit to chase.
This is not what you would want to see if you were the trailing team. A discrepancy with the two players, a disagreement. Could have got more heated, but they have to focus. They have the ball, they have the free kick, and they have to work together because they are down, especially they are down. Now we have the referee speaking to two players in the same team. How often do you see that?
Yeah, referee Hines just intervening between these two players. Not a good look here for Moruga FC's midfield, but they'll hope to get past that. They have a good opportunity here from the free kick to find a way back into this match, ease their tension.
Nothing can do that better than a goal.
Here comes the free kick. It's right into the wall, and another follow-up effort goes into the waiting hands of Marvin Phillip.
I don't think he would really... I really want to know if he was expecting that effort to beat the national goalkeeper. As we are looking at two players in the ground, one looks like Hudson.
Yeah, it looked to be
Reefer. Hudson and Reefer.
Yeah, Reefer just following up on his free kick and getting a follow-through from Hudson. It will be another Moruga free kick.
They are going at it again.
Very robust discussions. Reefer just asking them to focus on the real opponents in this match. Rodney Young also taking control of the situation. Though it seems to be getting out of hand between these two. They will need to be separated. They may want to keep some of that aggression for Depot PF.
The halftime talk will be very interesting.
But in the meantime, this is a Moruga FC free kick. Two players stand over it, Ronaldo Edwards and Tyrese Reefer.
They will want to do better than the last time.
It's going to be Reefer again. It's better and it's a goal!
Oh my goodness.
It is a goal. He got what he wanted to do. Well executed, and Marvin Phillip, tongue out of his head, knows that is a major gaffe. Moruga FC are level again. We're in the 30th minute of this match. And you spoke about him not being certain to beat the national number 1 from that distance, but
I want to apologize to him. Apparently he did. Mistake from Marvin Phillip. Now we see the coach talking to Tigana Sparks. And let's look at it again. He got his hands to it. It just got a deflection. Let's see exactly what happened there.
you have to dare to try. And there he did, Tyrese Reefer.
That
It
would
came
give-
on once again.
Of course, and now I would like to see Tigana Sparks and Sylvester having some smiles on their faces now that they are gone level.
May take a little bit more to encourage those players to get back on good terms. Here's Pacheco. It's flicked on here, but it will only go to a Moruga shirt. Does come away with it. Darren Moore.
Doesn't
Only
go
as far as Nathaniel Garcia.
This is Pacheco. Pacheco looking for some movement, looking to find Keza, and of course Isaiah Garcia playing in an advanced position. Redhead leaving the throw for Garcia. Garcia exchanging passes with Pacheco. Looking for Hudson. Here comes Moruga, only reaching as far as the half line. Redhead looking for the opening, but off the back of a defender.
Eventually cleared by Akin Phillip. So Deportivo PF working to restore their 1-goal advantage. It didn't last that long for them. Moruga FC making the most of their dead ball chances. 2 shots on target for them. Both being registered by the goal scorer Tyrese Reefer. You can add to his resume that he's beaten a national number 1.
Of course.
It's always good to pick up a goal, especially against someone who you know plays at a certain level.
Someone of good repute.
Exactly so. Here's Andre Pacheco, another player of good repute. Spreading it. This is almost a good passage of play. Jordan Riley recovers it, crosses it across the box, but it's cleared by Moruga FC's defense. Riley will take the throw. It's here with Keza.
Keza with a turn.
Good turn from Keza. He has opportunities, and it's a very good tackle there at the cost of his own injury. Akil Phillip.
Put his body on the line for his team, but he seems to be in a spot, some real discomfort. As he put that tackle. Now we're looking at the Deportivo PF bench, just 3 players on the bench. And of course 2 short of the 5 substitutes that are allowed by FIFA, and FIFA recently making it permanent that teams, even in international football, and it will be for the World Cup as well, to have 5 substitutions. Of course, it was raised to 5 from 3 during the COVID-19 pandemic.
There we see that incident, last-ditch tackle there from Akil Phillip, the Moruga FC centre-back. It's now being rolled onto the stretcher by the Direct Action medical team. Ever present and very much essential to this Ascension tournament.
They have been providing a very good service during the games. See the referee continuing to have a word with Tigana Sparks.
Joseph Ruplal just lending a hand to help his player off the pitch, the Moruga FC physio. Doesn't look good.
Garcia. They have a couple of players, 3 players warming up.
For now, they play with 10 men and try to clear it. This is Nathaniel Garcia recovering for Andre Pacheco. Pacheco to Riley, gets it back and sends Riley through with a intelligent through ball, but very well spotted there by the Moruga FC central defense. Jabari Graham.
Garcia looking for the cross inside, but partially headed away. Jordan Riley. Garcia, this is Kiza intercepted here, and Moruga would come away with it, having some problems to get the ball out of their defensive third. Turner is starved for service clearance from their captain, Rodney Young.
Isaiah Garcia gets us restarted. It's with Andre Pacheco. Back to Garcia. All the way back in defense it goes. Back again to Pacheco, who may be looking for a shot pass on that occasion. Ezekiel Keza was cut out though. It's good pressing to recover from Moruga. This is Shondell Young. Carl Spencer just putting it back into his defense for his captain Rodney Young. Garcia getting in a tangle in the midfield. Out that pass, cut out, back to Garcia. Garcia returns it to his defense. This is Rondell Phillip. All the way back to Marvin Phillip. Couple Garcias, couple Phillips, couple Youngs. Couple goals as well. Depot PF and Moruga FC are locked at 1-1 in the 37th minute of this match at the Arima Velodrome. This is Riley, only one of his kind. This ball is through. It's a good touch there and almost for Ezekiel Keza. Unable to run it down and find it into the back of that empty net. Good opportunity for Ezekiel Keza to make it 2-1 for Deportivo PF.
Credit to the goalkeeper as well, who saw the danger and came out to throw off Keza. If he had remained on his line, definitely Keza would have gotten a goal. But good work by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a very ominous storm cloud floats over the velodrome.
Of course, with it, you're seeing the rainbow, which means there is some droplets in the sky. But this is ball looking forward for Hudson from Garcia. But it was overweighted, and it will be a goal kick for Moruga. After 37 minutes, it's a 1-1 game between Moruga, bottom of the table, and Deportivo PF, who are currently 4th. They can go 3rd and possibly 2nd with a win today. And of course, it would also depend on if Defense Force get a good result against West Fort. But here is Keza trying to start something here. He's this, and he's offside. The offside has gone against Redhead. Even so, he couldn't get it past the goalkeeper, who got a foot on it. Miles Goodman. Goodman is doing some good work today.
Moruga FC are preparing a very early sub. It's the 39th minute of this match. First half sub has been.
And that is because Akil Phillip haven't recovered from the tackle that brought on the injury. So it would allow their sub.
This is Ryan Davis, who is introduced for Akil Phillip. Looks to be slotting into the defensive midfield position. Here's Isaiah Garcia. Garcia to Nathaniel Garcia, and Pacheco just putting it forward. This is Hudson losing out. This ball balloons all the way over to the left wing. It will not be controlled by that Moruga player with Isaiah Garcia just on his case. Number 10, Ronaldo Edwards, unable to make the best of that opportunity for Moruga. This is Philip finding Keza, who's very low for a center forward. Pacheco just puts some pressure on Philip. Garcia eventually gets it up to Keza. Keza to Pacheco. It's a good turn here from Isaiah Hudson. Pacheco's pass is cut out. There we see confirmation of the sub, Ryan Davis for Akil Philip. This ball is out for Isaiah Hudson. He has an option. Has another option in Jordan Riley. Here's Jordan Riley. Oh, and that really should have been on target from Riley. Should have been his second in this match. He knows it. You can see it on his face. See it in his body language as well.
He had a lot of time to do better than that. He could have picked his spot. He could have done like the character on the popular show, This Is My Spot.
Certainly no big bangs there from Riley after opening the scoring in this match. So Isaiah Garcia through. He's looking for the forward line. It's back here with Akeem Redhead. Back to Garcia. Garcia to Nathaniel Garcia. Does well to just lose his man for a second. It's very good sticking to their task. Moruga. Here's Kilval Turner in open field with 3 for company. He's going to shoot it. Good effort from him, but it won't trouble Marvin Phillip.
It wouldn't trouble Marvin Phillip and the goalpost, even if it were stacked one on top of the other. But at least we were able to see Turner run with the ball with his feet, something he wasn't able to do for the game so far. Saw a little bit of an opening.
As this rain cloud finally bursts. So much for the brilliant sunshine that we started this match in. Here comes Depot PF. Ezekiel Keza has been all around their attack. He's playing at center forward, but looks more like a false nine in this sequence. Here's Isaiah Garcia. It's out to Keza again. It's looked to be well defended. Keza can go all the way this time. He tries to get it across the box, but it's eventually blocked by 2 Moruga defenders. Will go for a Deportivo throw. 43rd minute of this first half.
Clever little back heel there, but it did work in the favor for Keza.
He's able to just win a corner, another corner for Depot PF. It will be taken by Nathaniel Garcia. Here's Garcia's corner. Cleared by Moruga, but only as far as Andre Pacheco. A wonderful save, has to be said, from Goodman, Miles Goodman. His clearance not so much. Very good technique from Andre Pacheco to keep it low. Miles Goodman will be encouraged by the first half that he's had so far.
Yes, of course. He's been doing quite well between the upright, as we see Akil on the bench, receiving some further assistance. The ice pack.
Just waiting on the signal from the 4th official, Keelan Bacchus, as to how much time added on we'll have at the end of this first half. We're in the 45th minute. As Moruga come again. This is Carl Spencer looking for his wide option, unable to find him. Much to his disappointment. You can see the shake of the head and the very robust discussions there between these Moruga players. It's PF looking for Riley on that left side. Careless there from Moruga, but they survive. It's Rodney Young. It's poke free and almost chipped back in, but it's good awareness there from the number 3, the substitute Ryan Davis, first half substitute for Akil Phillip. This is Tigana Sparks, hoping to spark the second part of this comeback. They've already done the hard part and got back level. Have Moruga. Here's Ronaldo Edwards, stopped by a combination of Rondell Phillip and Andre Pacheco. They aren't able to release Jordan Riley. 1 more minute of time added to this first half. We're just about 30 seconds away from the end. What has been a very balanced first half, it has to be said, despite the placing on the standings from both of these sides.
Yes, of course, but I think Moruga would have wanted to have more possession in the attacking third. Not much of the action on that side of the field.
Balance on score, but of course the possession has been mostly Deportivo PF. They love to keep the ball, they love to take care of it and prepare it well for their forward lineup. They also have been able to get a lot of goals from their midfield, so it does serve their cause to retain possession. Just allow their players to play around and fall into these little areas in the opposition half. Isaiah Garcia will take this throw, which may very well be the final action of the first half. And it is. Referee Cecile Hines calls first half to a close. And at halftime, it's 1-1 between Deportivo PF and Moruga FC. The whistle signaling also a bit of a downpour here at the Velodrome. You can see some players contemplating the kind of first half that they had.
And I think, of course, Moruga will be the happier of the both teams based on what actually took place in the first 45 minutes. Deportivo would have had more of the ball, but of course it doesn't reflect on the score. So Moruga will be happy of the both teams, and they would want to trash out whatever issues Tigana have with a couple of his teammates. And of course, trying to get that ball to turn a bit more. He's been starved for service. He's been starved for service. So of course, they would want to get perhaps maybe Rian King Allen, who is on the bench. Of course, let's see if he can inject something in the second half.
But let's look at the first half highlights. We saw Deportivo PF going ahead. This is Jordan Riley eventually getting that ball out of the feet of Akil Phillip. Had a torrid time clearing that. Simple finish in the end for Jordan Riley. Just kind of poked it in to make it 1-0 for Depot PF.
This is a discussion here between the two players, Tigana Sparks
and Carl Spencer. This was the first free kick here from that man, Tyrese Reefer, and then the second one, Marvin Phillip won't want to see that again.
He definitely will not be looking at the replay.
Very good tackle there, and this was the one that took him out of the match. Akil Phillip did well for his team, and it was his last action. He was replaced by Ryan Davis. PF almost had their second, but Ezekiel Keza was unable to just collect it after getting past the keeper. Jordan Riley should have made it 2-1 here, but that shot was well wide of the post by his standards. So far, it's 1-1 between Deportivo PF and Moruga FC at halftime. We'll be back with the second match, the second half of this first match of a doubleheader at the Arima Velodrome. This is the Ascension tournament. Stay with us.
situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country, but not on my watch. No street, no turf, no block shall belong to these cockroaches, right? It's no longer business as usual. Happy hour is over. If they don't fear God, at least they will fear Terminix.
Have you considered how your methods could impact on pests across the country?
I find we look after the rights of pests as opposed to the rights of the 1.3 million law-abiding citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder if Roach Ladden's son come here for the carnival, if you'll interview him, eh?
But how can you defend one shot, one kill?
What? You want me to throw a pillow at him?
I didn't say that.
No, well, if a roach jumps in front of you now, what will you do?
Run.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Father.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminix at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminix.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests.
What is television? It seems like a simple question, but television means different things to different people. We in the Caribbean are very unique people. That's why we need unique television. Welcome to M&E TV, where we showcase our lives in the Caribbean. M&E TV is about us, the special way we talk, the way we walk, dance, move. M&E TV is about me. It's about you. M&E TV is about our amazing Caribbean experience.
It's here at a newsstand near you. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win $1,000 instantly when you purchase the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. It's quick and easy for your chance to win. A unique number will be printed at the back of each Guardian newspaper daily. Purchase your Guardian newspaper, then join JW for the daily Guardian Lucky Number Draw, the winning number on just before the nightly news on CNC3. If the number drawn matches the unique number at the back of your Guardian newspaper, then $1,000 is yours. Just bring the winning Guardian newspaper and a picture ID to Guardian Media Limited. You have until 3 p.m. the following workday to claim your prize. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win. NLCB approved.
Are you at home feeling isolated? Don't worry, we will bring the world to you. The nation's first and leading newspaper, the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian, is extending a special home delivery for 30 days for just $99. Yes, for just $99, you can get the TNT Guardian newspaper, the fastest growing and most read newspaper, most credible and highest reader value, and voted tops for best publication by more readers than any other newspaper, delivered to your home. It's easy to subscribe to our home delivery. Simply call us now at 225-4465, extension 4274, and speak to one of our customer service representatives, and we will bring the world to you.
We are the fourth estate. We educate, we inform, and we hold those in authority, politicians, business leaders, and others, to account.
Connecting the public to the truth drives our purpose here at CNC3. When we stand behind a desk every single night, a lot of people don't know that we're a huge part of the news process. We eat, breathe, and sleep news, and that reflects in everything that we do as a news team.
Every day we tell the stories of people's journey through life. Stories of their success, stories of their sadness, stories of their grief, stories of their glory. We're the mirror in which society looks at itself.
When a storm is coming, everyone always thinks worst case scenario, and sometimes it may just be a brief shower or two. It's not always going to be a green veil level event. So it's important to have the most credible and accurate information coming from a verified source.
Welcome, you're watching the 7 o'clock news on CNC3.
Calling all filmmakers, producers, content creators, influencers, and recording artists. If you're looking to rent a versatile studio space with green screen, video wall, cyclorama, and more, look no further. GM Labs is here to make your dreams a reality. Located in the heart of Port of Spain on St. Vincent Street, GM Labs is your one-stop shop for all your creative needs with over 2,800 square feet to work with. Take your creative concept to the final product at GM Labs. Give us a call or WhatsApp or message us on our Instagram and Facebook pages at GM Labs TT.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Help us tell your stories.
We all see the negatives happening here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Let us begin the conversation
with inspiring content.
Targeting change.
Inspire TT. Be the change.
The Digital Guardian launches this all-new upgraded Digital Guardian app. This all-new upgraded Digital Guardian app gives you live news on the go. Now get real-time news faster with notifications free of charge to keep you informed on breaking stories. Customize your news feed with only articles you are interested in for easier, comfortable reading and with same convenient access to the digital paper. Visit the iOS App Store and Google Play Store to download or update the Digital Guardian app, the most credible news in TNT. Already have an account? Simply tap on the resource subscription button in settings to sign in. It's a free update.
Make sure you have yourself a great invest week by viewing The Bourse Report every Monday morning at 6:15 a.m. during CNC3's The Morning Brew. You'll get sound financial advice, whether you're a new or experienced investor, when you view The Bourse Report. CNC3, covering your world.
Get the nation's leading newspaper on the go by downloading the Digital Guardian app on your iOS or Android devices now and enjoy our special introductory subscription offer now on. The nation's first and best digital paper in an easy-to-read digital format. The Digital Guardian, Trinidad and Tobago's fastest growing, most subscribed and most read digital paper. Stay on top with the market leader and don't miss a beat in today's fast-paced world. Go to Apple Store or Google Play and download now.
There's a taste in the air everywhere. Feel the vibe cause it's something to share. Smooth, rich and creamy, you'll find it right here. Makes you smile, relax a while, it's fun and good cheer. Ooh, enjoy every scoop. Ooh, every taste will get you hooked. We have flavors that you love, a combination special. Come along, enjoy our treats. This is Uncle Pete's.
The situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country, but not on my watch. No street, no turf, no block shall belong to these cockroaches, right? It's no longer business as usual. Happy hour is over. If they don't fear God, at least they will fear Terminix.
Have you considered how your methods could impact on pests across the country?
I find we look after the rights of pests as opposed to the rights of the 1.3 million law-abiding citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder if Roach Ladden's son come here for the carnival if you'll interview him, eh?
But how can you defend one shot, one kill?
What? You want me to throw a pillow at him?
I didn't say that.
No, well, if a roach jumps in front of you now, what will you do?
Run.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Father.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminix at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminix.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests.
What is television? It seems like a simple question, but television means different things to different people. We in the Caribbean are a very unique people. That's why we need unique television. Welcome to M&E TV, where we showcase our lives in the Caribbean. M&E TV is about us, the special way we talk, the way we walk, dance, move. M&E TV is about me. It's about you. M&E TV is about our amazing Caribbean experience.
It's here at a newsstand near you. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win $1,000 instantly when you purchase the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. It's quick and easy for your chance to win. A unique number will be printed at the back of each Guardian newspaper daily. Purchase your Guardian newspaper, then join JW for the daily Guardian Lucky Number Draw, the winning number on just before the nightly news on CNC3. If the number drawn matches the unique number at the back of your Guardian newspaper, then $1,000 is yours. Just bring the winning Guardian newspaper and a picture ID to Guardian Media Limited. You have until 3 p.m. the following workday to claim your prize. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win.
So back here at the Arima Velodrome, it's a game of two halves as far as the weather is concerned. It's a very rainy second half here between Deportivo PF and the Moruga FC. Score is still 1-1. Depo PF, of course, opening the scoring through Jordan Riley.
"47 minutes gone. We're in the third minute in the second half. And of course, the pouring rain. The rain would have started just as the referee would have blown the whistle for the end of the first half. And of course, it's going to make the ground a bit more heavier. And also, the ball will be skidding on the wet surface. The shot over the bar. Hudson a bit nonchalant with that shot. Could have done better. But of course, he would want to blame the rain.
There's nowhere to hide out there. Football is an all-weather sport. It's part of the excitement, adjusting to the conditions, as we've had to adjust to the conditions here in the commentary position.
And of course, when I was playing a million years ago, times like this now, a lot of skate tackles would be flying all over the place.
Yeah, certainly football in the Jurassic period when you would have played, would have been a bit more rough and tumble.
And of course, we always want to hit somebody a bit to have them skating. That was the best part.
Certainly fun for everyone involved, both attackers and defenders. This is Depot PF. Andrew Pacheco looking for Jordan Riley. Gets a touch. Attack is still going. This is Keza looking for an opportunity to find Riley again. Good defense by Moruga. Press at the other end. Pacheco, ever present in the midfield, recovers and puts it wide there for Justin Cornwall. Here's Nathaniel Garcia looking for that through ball, unable to find it. Good defensive structure from this five-man Moruga midfield as they again escape. Strong defense to earn a throw for Depot PF. Here come Depot PF. Looked to be an opportunity, but good defense and a bit of a slip. Foul is eventually called against Deportivo PF. He's pleading his case, saying it was a shoulder barge on that occasion, but referee Cecile Hines didn't see it that way. Moruga win a throw just on the edge of their half. It's tossed into forward line. It's repelled by Depot PF. It's back with PF from this throw. To be taken by Jabari. Sorry, that's Justin Cornwall. There you can see the relative gloom that has settled over the Arima Velodrome. Again, a very bright evening. Pacheco is exchanging passes with Rondell Phillip. Finds Riley on the right side this time. This is Isaiah Garcia steaming up the right side, looking for an option. Good looking cross. Oh, and just behind Nathaniel Garcia. Wanted to hit it on the volley. May have been better served by a touch. Ball from Carl Spencer isn't what was required to find Kervel Turner.
And of course, this is Deportivo looking to go 2-1 up there, and an infringement that would go against Deportivo. Deportivo have a lot to play for. A win for them this evening could put them certainly above defense force. And if they could win by at least 3 clear goals, that would put them above Police on goal difference. They can enjoy somewhere close to the summit on this table. But of course, it's a long way ahead. It's still 1-1. Still 1-1 between Moruga and Deportivo. Still Moruga still without that energy going in the attacking third, and a lot of the play is concentrated into Deportivo's attacking third. Another attack floated across, No problems to the goalkeeper.
This is a Moruga FC goal kick. Only as far as a Depot PF player, but Moruga continuing to push the ball up the pitch. Isaiah Garcia just impeded on his way up the pitch. Referee Hines will produce another yellow card. This time goes to Tigana Sparks.
I hope Sparks would have ironed out whatever issues they had at half time. It looks like they're more settled in the second half.
These things tend to happen when you are in a very high intensity environment, but all's well that ends well. Between the two Moruga players, certainly the two men charged with their central defensive midfield work this evening would want to be on the same wavelength. '56 minutes. This is Andre Pacheco free kick for Depot PF. Finds unmarked on the far post, and that's a great save from Goodman off Ezekiel Keza.
Goodman, of course, has been having a busy evening, but he's doing quite well in keeping Deportivo at bay, keeping Moruga level with the more fancied opponents.
Yeah, Redhead on that occasion just scot-free on that far post. Moruga will want to look into their marking assignments for this corner kick. They certainly have enough men in the box to be able to cover all these Deportivo PF players that have come forward in search of the lead for the second time in this match. Here's the delivery. Looks pretty good, and it's cleared after a couple deflections in the box. It's Nathaniel Garcia. Turns well to get away from his defender. Finds Riley. Back to Garcia.
The first touch
was letting him down on that occasion.
The first touch from Garcia kind of evaded him, let him down. But this is Garcia looking to make amends.
It's Cornwall just toiling against his defender. That's a good looking cross across the box. Sent clear, but Moruga will recover it. Looked to be recovering on that occasion, and Rondell Phillip just sorts it out for Depot PF. Good feet from Justin Cornwall. And a wonderful ball up pitch. This is Ezekiel Keza. Should have spotted Jordan Riley just underlapping. Didn't, and Moruga come the other way. Andrew Pacheco does well to keep them at bay momentarily. Excellent tackle coming in there from the defender. It's Keza. Keza again. Looking for it. Oh! He would be very disappointed not to have hit the target on that occasion. A very good 1-2 played. Ezekiel Keza. This is Depot PF. Hudson with the shot. It's wide. Goodman will recover and try to get Moruga going almost instantly. We're in the 60th minute of this match. First of two from the Arima Velodrome. It's again captured by Depot very high up the pitch, and this is an opportunity and another good save from Goodman. Player just going over in a heap.
The rain would have left us, and of course but it would leave the field a bit heavy.
Should aid in movement. Field has enough grass cover now that it won't bog it down too much. Will allow the ball to move off of the surface for them. As the Moruga FC physio goes across to tend to one of his players. Real Westford has already gone into their pre-game routine. Some players just heading over to warm up for the second match of this doubleheader between Westford and Defence Force, the second place team in the tournament so far. But not if Deportivo FC, Deportivo PF have anything to say about that.
And of course, for them to say anything, they have a half hour to do so. They have just under a half hour to make a statement, and they're having some problems getting past Moruga at the moment. Moruga should be happy to be 1-1 with Deportivo after an hour's play.
That was just an offside there on Deportivo PF. Much to the relief of the Moruga backline. This free kick goes up pitch. It's good football there from number 3, Ryan Davis, just helping Moruga to spread it around a bit. A bit more patience is required in these positions. They did well so far, losing it as they crossed the half line. Patience, of course, is key to Deportivo PF's own game. They've used it to good effect here. Almost releasing Keza was Nathaniel Garcia on that occasion. Here's Moruga. It's a bit too casual in that passage. Jordan Riley will come away with it. Spreads it wide there for Akeem Redhead. A bit too wide, it goes out for another Moruga FC throw.
So it's a clearance here for Moruga, who trying to get an upset here against Deportivo. And they will be happy if they can do that. And they still have players like Ryan King Allen on the bench who can bring in some energy into the attacking third. You've seen how Turner was starved for some kind of service. Here comes Hudson for Deportivo, looking for some movement forward, but Keza was marked heavily. This is Hudson with second bite of the cherry, scooping it here. Pass the goal up across the face of the goal. And that was another chance for Deportivo. Seems to be in a bit of discomfort here, and of course we'll be getting some more assistance from the sideline, where we see we'll get some medical attention. The ball going across the face of the goal. Deportivo, a very close chance. It looks like Jordan Riley, who the ball was coming across to, got a knock. Getting some ice applied. As we see behind, the Westfort players getting warmed up for their match against Defence Force that follows this one. Good to see Riley back on his feet. Still not in the playing surface. So Deportivo will play for 10 men in the time being. Good turn again, evading his man. Ball looking, Ryan King Allen. Goes back to the defense. Moruga, 66 minutes gone. They are still at level terms with Deportivo PF. Marvin Phillip, who would have been not happy with himself for conceding that soft goal in the first half that allowed Moruga to equalize. Hudson falling very deep, looking for that long searching ball. Shot from Garcia. Some bit of danger. Pacheco with a shot, but another soft goal. Pacheco with a goal going through the legs of Goodman, and Pacheco gives Deportivo a 2-1 lead. Excellent strike from him through the legs of Goodman. Goodman, who was having a decent game so far this evening, gives up one through his legs off the shot from Andre Pacheco, who gives Deportivo the 2-1 lead. I don't know what that was all about from Ryan King Allen, looking to start something on the wings, but really didn't work out good there. Just giving the ball right back to Deportivo. Hudson turning away from his man skillfully and niftily. More danger here. Into the path of Keza. Keza looking to beat his man, and he's offside. case they should have continued with that play. A battle at the back. Straight to PF again, Deportivo. A ball going across, but not out of danger yet. This is Garcia. And it's there. So Garcia putting Deportivo 3-1. So of course this is what Deportivo wanted to see, a comfortable score line. All the time in the world for Nathaniel Garcia to put Deportivo 3-1 up front. So if it stands like this, they will go level on points with Police. At second on the table, behind leaders La Joquita Rangers. So Moruga have to find a way back for themselves from a 2-goal deficit. Now a comfortable cushion for Deportivo, Jovan.
Yeah, and PF really working on their finishing after that first half. Putting some space between them and Moruga FC, who still look to have some energy. This ball is encouraging, but it will go all the way to Marvin Phillip. Eventually collects it.
Deportivo would not have been too happy with the first half, are certainly happier this time around.
Yeah, just applying themselves a little better in the second half, living up to their favourites tag in this match. And boys from Point Fortin.
And Deportivo have to go back that long drive tonight with more questions than answers. But of course they will be happy being level and going 2-for-2, toe-to-toe with Deportivo for about the better part of an hour.
Yeah, Moruga certainly do have to really take stock of the performance in the second half. Was an encouraging first half for them, despite what would have been seen by many observers to be a mistake by Marvin Phillip. Was a very encouraging first 45 for the men from the Deep South.
Two very quick goals in the second half. That's what separates the two teams at the moment. Pacheco and Garcia, the two men in the midfield. Just about 17 minutes to go. Deportivo enjoying a 3-1 lead.
Certainly good value for a 3-1 lead in this match. Deportivo PF. They did dominate possession in the first half. They're just making it count in the second. And looking to make it count some more. This is Isaiah Garcia. It's one of the goal scorers, Nathaniel Garcia here. Phillips switch just finding a green shirt instead of the red, orange of Depot PF. But very astute defending to get out of that situation. Good football between Cornwall and Paul. The ever-present Garcia just losing his man with a couple body fakes there. Spreads it out wide to Jordan Riley, who did open the scoring in this match. His strike in the 23rd minute was quickly cancelled out by Tyrese Reefer's 29th minute free kick. But it's all Depot PF in this second half, and here they come again. Foul from Darren Moore earns them another free kick. Will be taken by Andre Pacheco. Pacheco's looking for that far post. Eventually goes to Jordan Riley, who is offside.
Deportivo making a couple changes, of course, both teams making some changes. Jordan has seen enough in this game. Jordan Riley. Some more changes coming in. Just to confirm some of the changes you would have seen on the screen. Houghton Hector coming in for Riley. Just over the bar from Pacheco, who scored earlier. Fancying his chances here. The experienced Pacheco, who scored with a beauty of a strike earlier. Offside is the call. Of course, Atiba Charles and Ryan King Allen bringing in some energy in the second half. Atiba Charles just slipping on the wet surface, the slippery surface. Through to be taken by Morrison. Deportivo just knocking it around. Good 1-2. Skipping past one. Across the face of the goal, a mistake. Cleared out this time, but only as far as half line. Burst of speed good work, but the ball would just go over the line. It's a corner kick here for Moruga FC. They trail 3-1, just over 10 minutes to go in this game. You need to find the net twice. They need to pull back. Need to pull back 2 goals against Deportivo, who are well on their way to go joint second on the table with Police. So of course they will overtake Defence Force, who play in the later game. They play Real Westfort FC. A very interesting game, Real Westfort and Defence Force. But let's see if Moruga can create a comeback. Now that ball has gone somewhere into the International Space Station.
Depot PF making their way back up the pitch after that failed Moruga attempt. Moruga don't seem to be too daunted by the task ahead of them. They have a 2-goal deficit to overcome with just about 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes remaining in this match. So a very good ball here from Ryan Davis. Well spotted again by Nathaniel Garcia. It's back with Ronald Paul. Paul to Pacheco. Pacheco plays it to Redhead. Gets it back. This is the substitute Anderson Morrison.
Deportivo just want to hold on for the next 9 minutes or so to register another win and go level on points with Police. They will also be level on goal difference as well. So they will be joint second on the table. And of course Defence Force would want to go second when they play Real Westfort after. But here comes Garcia, just rubbed a bit. This is the next Garcia, Isaiah Garcia, looking for the return pass. Good defending. Not out of danger yet. Now they are out of a bit of danger. But they are playing some nonchalant football. A good touch there.
That's Tigana Sparks just escaping the attentions. But Moruga again, and you can see the frustration throughout the forward line. Again, unable to make something of their foray toward Marvin Phillips' goal. He has a nominal task of just tossing it back into play. Andrew Pacheco showing he's full of confidence on this evening, and why not? It's 3-1 to Depot, with time slowly ticking away toward what would be a very good 3 points for them. Well earned. It's been a very business-like second half for them, and it could be more. This is a good piece of approach here. And a goal!
Good football, a good pass. A good pass from Gregory. Finding Hudson, who had just put it past the goalkeeper Goodman for the 4-1 lead for Deportivo. And certainly if it stays like this, they go second on the table on goal difference past Police. But they started this game at a goal difference of 16. Police has a goal difference of 18 as we look. Akinola Gregory, a beautiful weighted pass to Hudson, who finishes clinically.
Yeah, good stuff from Gregory. Very simple one-touch football there from Hudson. And a couple touches, puts it into the back of the net. That makes it 4-1 for Depo PF.
Deportivo, with this 4-1 win, they will go second on the table. They came into this game with a goal difference of 16. Police has a goal difference of 18. So of course right now they have a goal difference of 19. So they will be above Police by 1 goal. And second on the table, Police have a chance tomorrow when they play Central FC to return to the second on the table. A lot of football to play in the second round. And of course, Deportivo joining the top 3 and making it a 4-horse party, a 4-horse race between Rangers, Defence Force, Police, and now Deportivo. And of course, talking with Kaiser before the game, he stated that they will be looking at a top 4 finish. Certainly, they're in a top 4 finish, and they could be looking at a top 3 finish as well.
Yeah, and why not? It's good to have ambition. It's good to play like you have ambition, and we've seen the very best out of Deportivo PF after a very topsy-turvy start for them. A seesaw bit of form to begin the tournament. They've settled down well, found their starting lineup, so much so that they've only come with 3 subs today.
Of course, they told the other guys, you can stay home today.
I'm sure other commitments would have come up as we see this incident that has had 2 players on the pitch. They're both back on their feet and looking to rejoin the action.
Another team that would have made some good grounds in the last couple of games would be AC Port of Spain. Of course, they missed out last evening while they were being beaten by Rangers on a credible 4-2. Che Benny was scoring and assisting in the Trinidad and Tobago big win in the futsal tournament in the Caribbean game. So of course AC would have been missing Che Benny, who has been one of the better players, or their best player so far in the tournament. And now that they have Dwayne Muckett joining them, it makes AC Port of Spain a very formidable team as we go to the back end of this tournament.
Yeah, and Benny just transferring his form on grass at the Ascension tournament to the court of the Caribbean Games, scoring 6 goals in that 13-goal triumph by Trinidad and Tobago.
He scored 6, and how many did he assist?
Several. Certainly the man of the match for TNT, a man in ripping form. His fitness really has improved as the season went on. Looked to be a shadow of himself at the start of the Ascension tournament, but has surely played himself into form.
And of course, Angus Eve will be having him in his thoughts as we go to play the last 2 matches in the Nations League, League B. Of course, looking to get that promotion to League A, and of course direct qualification to the Gold Cup. And I'm sure Che Benny's name will be close to Angus Eve's list. And of course another ball going across the face of the goal, but this time not making any contact with an orange shirt.
Yeah, Akeem Redhead looking to put his name in some headlines to make it a perfect 5 for Depo. That shot just going across Goodman's goal for a goal kick for Moruga. Or again, just hoofing that ball into the attack and hoping for somebody to take it down and cause some trouble. But here's Depo PF with a more measured approach. Scutes and Hector playing a 1-2 there with Isaiah Hudson, the goal scorer. This ball to the far post is good, and some good last-ditch defending, but eventually in by Akinola Gregory. That's 5 for Deportivo PF.
I was not about to say good diving save from the defender, but of course persistence on the part of Akinola Gregory, and easy. It's 5-1 Deportivo over Moruga, and Deportivo in sole second place. Look at the highlight of this one. Ball coming across the face of the goal. Good.
Yeah, good defense there, but Gregory just sticking to his guns and no help coming in for the last two men in the Moruga defense. Unable to get it clear. That is 5-1.
Can't fault defender for trying. Now going forward, moving past his man, looking more like a midfielder.
Still unable to find that pass that would help them get toward or closer toward this Depot PF goal. Trying to do it himself on that occasion. Carl Spencer unable to. Ronald Paul getting in on the shooting action, but that's it. 5-1 the final score. Deportivo PF moving into second position, at least for now in the Ascension tournament. Beating Moruga FC in this first match of a doubleheader at the Arima Velodrome.
Good win, big win for Deportivo. They've gone to the second on the table for the first time this tournament. Of course, it could be short-lived as Defence Force take on Westfort after, but the form Defence Force have been of late. You would think that it will be difficult for them against Westfort, but that's still 2 hours away. But let's enjoy Deportivo's 5-1 win over Moruga FC. Another game, another loss for Moruga, who will just remain at the bottom of the table, 10th on the table with 1 point. That one solitary point they got against Canupia. And Deportivo will enjoy life at the second on the table. Deportivo, a 5-1 win over Moruga. Disappointment yet for Moruga. Another long trip down the highway with more questions and answers, and Deportivo PF will enjoy their second on the table. And we look at the first goal.
Yeah, Jordan Riley just poking in after some good persistence there to keep his eye on the ball and put it in. Same can't be said for his defender. This shot was on goal by Tyrese Reefer. It was his second attempt, and just slipping through the gloves of Marvin Phillip. This was Deportivo PF's second half. This attempt just going over bar. This ball from Isaiah Garcia came to Nathaniel Garcia, and he would have wanted to get that on target. Possibly a goal of the match pending there for him. Isaiah Garcia just earning a foul and a yellow card earned by Tigana Sparks. This ball from Pacheco, shot similar to what happened to Marvin Phillip at the same end, happens to Goodman to make it 2-1.
Through the legs of Goodman. This is a goal, this is a shot, this is the goal from Garcia, Nathaniel Garcia, brilliant goal. And that was 3-1 at that point.
71st minute, and then Akinola Gregory just exchanging some passes here with Isaiah Hudson, and Hudson just dinking it past Goodman to make it 5-1. There we see it again, good passage of play. Gregory, the substitute, showing up in the right place at the right time to give Hudson the opportunity to find the back of the net for 4. And here was Gregory getting his just rewards, just desserts, it has to be said. Good substitute performance, a goal and an assist. This was the 5th goal of this victory for Depo PF. Unfortunate for Moruga, but very good for them. Deportivo PF win 5-1 and move into second. Stay with us, we'll be back with the second half of this doubleheader. It's a match between the Army and Real Westfort. This is the Ascension Tournament, stay with us.
situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country, but not on my watch. No street,